Ciao Tesla people, I'm at the Supercharger in Florence. We'll do Supercharger Talk number 58 and let's start charging. Okay. The other 3 Tesla and let's see the speed. $57, Supercharger Talk 57 or 58? I think it's 58, but anyway. Yeah, it's charging 13. Oops, sorry. 32, 60, 89. I'm at 27%. We'll charge it to 85, 111, 110. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so let's start the Supercharger Talk number 58, I think. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So first news is the Cybertruck range extender has been cancelled, and that sucks. Lots of people were planning on buying that because more miles is always better, and if you tow something, the Cybertruck doesn't do too many miles, and so people were planning on this, and unfortunately it's cancelled. This sucks. Now, there are many rumors about new models. Tesla announced that in the first half of this year, it was starting the production of a new model. We don't know if it's a new model in the sense it's a new Model Y, some other type, or if the rumored for years Model 2, like the lower cost and much smaller car than Model Y or Model 3. So there has been some pictures showcasing, I think it was Giga Texas, there were some cars that didn't have any panel in the exterior. They covered it with the cover, of course, so you couldn't see it. So you couldn't tell if it was really much smaller than Model Y or just without panels. You can recognize it, but the length was it looked like a bit shorter, but when you take pictures, you don't really know much. So in the meantime, Tesla released a new Model Y with long range with 357 miles, which is 571 kilometers. So they probably change the battery type. And the other thing is there are rumors about a lower cost Model Y. They already released some time ago a Model Y for the Mexico market. And what they did, they stripped down some options. For example, the leather seats were like a cloth. Or, for example, they remove some speakers of the sound system. You know, that type of changes that make the car cheaper to produce, of course. And then there is a rumor for a ultra, it's still a Model Y, ultra long range at 500 miles. That's a speculation or a rumor. I don't know if it's going to be real or not, but it's interesting. Also, these models that are going around, Model Ys, there's still the Model Y, the new Model Y Performance to be released. So we don't know if it's a new model of a new model car, a new Model Y, what type of version, if it's a performance, high, ultra long range, whatever, a lower cost, that kind of thing. So it's, you know, another month and a half, it should be clear what models they have for release. My speculation is that they will release first a Model Ys with stripped down Model Y, so they become cheaper to sell and to produce, of course. And then there will come the performance and maybe the cheaper model. Of the cheaper model, we don't have any pictures. So all the pictures that are out look like a Model Y. So we'll see. And maybe they said some updates in the Model 3 with some of the changes that the new Model Y has it. We don't know anything about that. Another thing that they are experimenting with is a dynamic supercharger time of the day and how busy it is, prices of superchargers. So right now, what they have is a cost per, the price of the supercharger is per day, during the hours of the day, okay? So right now, the supercharger costs 0.49 euros per kilowatt hour, okay? And then there is a range, I think at 4 p.m. for a few hours, it becomes 0.52, I think, 53, something like that. And then, of course, this price changes in locations. I know that, like, for example, North Italy is a bit cheaper. Or sometime during later at night is cheaper. And, of course, in Europe, it's different prices. But they're experimenting on, being this number to be dynamic on how busy is the supercharger, of the time of the day. They include a new variable so that they minimize the supercharger to be free. So they want to keep the supercharger full at all time. And they incentivize that with the prices, of course. That's an interesting thing. They're experimenting this, I think, in the US in 1 or 2 superchargers, something like that. So it's not in Europe yet, of course. And the other thing that people found in the code, a Grok Assistant, okay, integration. It already started in the changes 2025.14.x, and they found some tags about the personality button that Grok has in their application. So that's an interesting thing, because right now the voice commands, they suck, because if it doesn't understand it, you're screwed. Instead with the AI LLM assistant, it understands the meaning of what you're saying. Okay, so it's very different from what. Let me a second. Sorry, phone call. So the Grok Assistant, so AI Assistant is much better. It understands the meaning of what you're saying, and so you don't have to pronounce the correct word or correct phrase all the time. So it's going to be a good addition. It will take a bit of time, of course, but it's going to be nice to have. So these are all the news. There are a bunch of other news, but I'm still waiting for more details. And the other thing they showcased is the bot, the robot, and they show video that he was dancing, which was very interesting because the movements were pretty good. So we'll see how evolves that. So we'll see in the coming weeks and months. Also, by the end of June, we should know more about these new models. And also in June, there is the Robotaxi will be released in Austin and Texas. And that's going to be interesting. We don't know yet if it's going to be a Model Y or the Robotaxi car, the model. We'll see. My guess is going to be the Model Y because they have more miles on it for the AI, for the FSD, and so it's much more safe because they have much more data. Anyway, we'll see how it's going, and let me finish to charge, and I'll see you in a second. So I'm done charging. 85. I spent 23.20 cents. So 23 euros and 20 cents, and I charge 43 kilowatt hour. Pretty cool. So let's unlock, and let's get out of here. That's it. So Supercharger Talk number 58 done. Also, I've done my review, 2 years review on my Model Y performance, so check it out on my YouTube channel, Ciao Tesla. Also, check out my Tesla referral. If you're buying a Tesla, you can get a discount. The link is in the description. And please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share it, and I'll see you next video. Ciao Tesla people.